Hi, my name's LeighAnne Crider, and I am the 7th and 8th grade design teacher at the Brawley School. This is actually my 4th year teaching in IB. I started with Mount Morn, and I've been with them through this transition to the Brawley School. And just wanted to give you a quick introduction to what we'll be doing this school year, and for anyone that's never had me before, just how things might be a little different than what you were used to before. So design at Brawley is actually a CTE class, which stands for Career and Technical Education. And that is a class that every middle school student takes. But for IB, it's kind of morphed into what we call design, which what I teach for the 7th and 8th graders is a STEM-based design class, which is the CTE, actually called Tech Ed, Tech Education. So what we do in my class is it is mainly project-based. We do focus on the IB MYP design cycle, which students starting in 6th grade at Mount Morn should have already been introduced to. The design cycle is an MYP curriculum that we focus on, which is basically using the engineering design cycle to solve problems and create things. So our focus pretty much in design class is going to be using that process of research, planning, building, and testing and evaluating different projects and ideas that the students come up with. So this is actually a hands-on class, and with COVID, that's going to present a little bit of a different look than what we've had in the past. For 8th graders, who I will be teaching mainly this fall, that will pretty much be like it was last year. We will be doing basically the same type things, except it will be different projects that we'll be working on. Obviously, we do a lot of collaboration and working in groups, and that will have to look different this year. But we have gotten some great training and some ideas on how we can still make that work. So I'm excited to see how that works, especially for our in-person students who will be coming. The virtual students will also be able to Zoom in with us, and I do plan on having some collaborative activities for them to do virtually with us as we are doing things in class as well. So I look forward to seeing you, whether you are in person or whether you will be just joining us virtually. For the 7th graders, this class is a little bit different than what you were used to with design class last year. In design class last year, you did coding. But in 7th and 8th grade, as I said before, we do STEM-based. So you will not be doing coding. You will actually be doing, again, using the design cycle to do more hands-on and planning and building projects, actual physical projects. So to give you an example, in the past, my 7th graders have built a bridge, a working bridge that we test. We have done some online work. So during the spring semester, they actually redesigned a room in their home. So they did all that virtually and used the design cycle for that. And depending on what we're able to do in person, sometimes in 7th grade, we build vehicles and test them different ways to see how well they put their vehicles together. In 8th grade, we focus a lot on our IB worldview. And we start by creating they create a project that will focus on solving a world problem. And it does not have to be COVID at this point, so we'll have different things to pick from for that. And then depending on if we can get it up and running, typically what we do is for our second project throughout the semester, we do 3D printing. So students will work through a program and then design, plan, design, and create something that we will print out on the 3D printers. So hopefully if everything goes as planned, that's what we'll plan to do this semester. I will have my Canvas page up and running very soon. We have a new template that we've been given, so I'll have to transfer everything over to that. But as far as materials you need for class and any class expectations, things like that, will be on my Canvas page for students and parents to access. I do encourage parents to make sure you're an observer on your students' Canvas pages so that you can see what we're doing, what's due, and answer any basic questions that you have. As always, I am available if you want to call the school, and I will return your message during my planning period. Or if you can just send me an email, that's usually the easiest and quickest way for me to return communication with you. So if you just want to send me an email, and I will get back to you within the same day. That is always my promise. So again, I hate that we can't meet in person. Fortunately for my 8th graders, I've already met a lot of you and taught a lot of you from last year. My 7th graders, this will be a new experience, and I look forward to meeting you guys, and whether it's in person or virtually, having a wonderful school year. And I hope that you have a great start to the year.